Hey Pisces, it's Mary with Sayre here. I hope you're doing well. This is your August 16th through the 31st Oracle and Tarot card reading. We're going to start off with the Amante Oracle cards. We're going to do a past president, and a future. Anyway, the question that I have for us today is, what is in alignment with my higher self? So, what is it in alignment with Pisces' higher self? I'm having a little bit of trouble speaking at the moment. And my throat chakra is really activated, so I'm doing everything I can not to clear it on camera, but maybe the difference of having a reading or not, so I truly apologize. I know it's annoying. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's talk about the past. I do the best I can. I am kind. And I speak positively of others. So this Amante Oracle cards right here. Very cool. Based on the halls of Amante. Okay. These are in challenge positions, okay? Excuse me. So I do the best I can. So in the past, there's a challenge here. Maybe somebody here, Pisces, may have said, I'm just doing the best I can. and it's like they knew better. They knew they weren't really, but it was something that it was their go-to motto. Okay. And I do think in many situations we are just doing the best I can, but here this was not really, it doesn't feel like it was the truth. Okay. We're going to get more on that. There's a light and there's a dark side. There's a balance. There. I'm just going to keep that there for a moment. There's something else coming through, so I'm kind of back there for a minute. It's almost as if somebody may have said that because, okay, so on the outside, one would know that that wasn't true, but in their mind, whatever was going on, that was the only way they could keep a certain amount of balance by still allowing something to happen or to be part of something. But that was the best they could do. And I think in that sense, it's a double-sided coin. It's two sides of the same story that are both the truth, yet they're not the truth. I've never had that out of that card before. Okay, so let's talk about the present now. I am kind. So this is interesting because we have a snake here. We have a flame right there. So I am kind, like I could do. It's as if somebody's trying to walk a tightrope, okay? And they're trying to be kind, but they're just on the edge of not being kind. Like there's a threat, there's almost a threat here of, I'm kind right now, but I do have the ability to hurt you or to, and you know what's interesting, excuse me, is we all have that ability, okay? We all have the ability, and we walk a tightrope because we could hurt many people. It was a choice. It's a choice to know that power is within our hands to do damage or to be kind in our thoughts, in our mind, in our soul. And so I like this because it's conquering that part that may not always be kind. But right now I'm choosing to be kind. Or I'm doing my best to choose to be kind and not be the way I was in the past. So that's probably more, I'm choosing to be kind. I'm trying to say, by saying I am kind, that I will do better, that I am better. And words are spells, so it is important we speak the words of what we want to be. and not what the past is, not what we're leaving behind, right? I do the best I can is, although I didn't walk the best way in the past, I see now, and I do the best I can by forgiving myself of what happened in the past, who I was in the past. Okay, so the next card, this is the future. I speak positively of others. So, if words are like spells, which they are, speaking good things to others will actually hold the space for them to be better, always being better. So if you say, others are doing the best they can, it gives them the benefit of the doubt of that they really are doing the best they can, not just because they're just human, in a way. Instead of saying people are just jerks, that feels totally different. So sometimes people are triggered. Sometimes people are living in their shadows and they do the best they can to try not to hurt people, but sometimes we still get hurt and we hurt others, right? I speak positively of others. Knowing what I know about human nature and people and emotions and maybe things that are in the shadows, I know every day that I try to be better. I try to confront my shadows. There's a way of speaking positively of others and the situation. Although I may not always do the best thing, I try hard to do the right thing. I try hard, I try my best. So sometimes our best a year ago is not our best today, okay? So all different ways of looking at the same thing, right? But I like the way it kind of has a whole theme going here, right? I know you're saying, what does that have to do with what's going on? Well, we're going to find out. Let us unveil the rest of the story. Okay, so we're just going to throw some Creativity Oracle cards here. Okay. And in the past, doing the best we can. Look at that card. Isn't that cool? Transformation. And in the present, I am kind. Look at this card. She's upside down pouring water. Wow. Passion. Okay, then the third card. Excuse me. In the future, I speak positively of others. Oops, let me show you the card first. Interesting, huh? Resurrection. Transformation, passion, and resurrection. What a theme. I love this. Transformation, 44. I do the best that I can. This is balancing the light and the dark, saying that although somebody knew they weren't doing completely right, they were doing the best. Okay? All right. So sorry about that. Okay. Allow the energy of fear to be transformed by love, creativity, and compassion. I love that. It's so beautiful. 44 is, it's a balance. It's 44, the number 4. Any kind of 444 is angel numbers to me. Okay. I have dreams about those numbers, and I've looked them up. They're angelic numbers. My daughter was born 4/4/2002. She was born in Heaven's Gate. Yeah. Anyway, passion. It will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. I am kind. It kind of looks like that. You may be reminded to be most of all kind to yourself. Don't take this stuff out on yourself. Don't hurt yourself anymore, Pisces. Okay? Others did the best they can, although you may have gotten hurt. Do not, it's this reminder to transform that energy into, it wasn't because you weren't worthy. It wasn't because you weren't loved. It wasn't because there was something wrong with you. Many times when we're abused or hurt by others, it was because of what they weren't, and they knew it. And they chose the things they chose. Do not take their guilt with you. Okay? Clean up what you need to of your past, transform the energy, and move forward. Okay? You transform it with love. You transform the energy of fear, the fear that you felt when this was happening to you. Transform that by love, creativity, and compassion. Step into your passion for yourself, for your life. And put down the flame and put down the snake. You don't need to use these on yourself anymore. Okay? Excuse me. So, speaking positively of others, most of all yourself, Pisces, you are worthy of all good things. You have the ability to create, and you Pisces is a 12th house. It's the unseen. You have the ability to walk through the shadows of this 3D earth. And that is a place that most of us wouldn't even want to take on. And the fact that you can do this and transform and still have passion, kindness, love, creativity, and compassion is a beautiful. And reconsider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. So there's something that was left there back in the fear. Something left back in the fear. But most of all, it was a part of you. So here's an example. The inner child. When we're hurt as children, the inner child gets left behind. So it might be a good idea to go back and get that child. That child maybe loved to draw or paint, but that child might have been lost or left behind in the shame of what somebody did to you, the shame of not being good enough or not. But it was never you. You see, you were always good enough. It was the actions of someone else when a part of us is lost as a child. It's just the way it is. And that's the thing we might have agreed to overcome. So resurrect yourself. Resurrect your passion. Resurrect that part of your soul, the child that was left behind. That sliver of you that was shattered. You go and pick up all the little pieces, put them all back together. Put your heart back together. Because it's important. It's really important. All right, so we're going to just ask our angels and ancestors for a little bit more guidance because they're screaming at me. It's like you're freaking them out. Get out of that past and all that. But some things have to be said. And so here we go. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. The past. So, okay, I'll go there in a minute. Just a minute. Okay, present. Track down your fears and desires. Interesting and under passion, right? Resurrection. Sage, be devoted and committed. All right, so Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Going back, this thing that happened back here, that's the fear. The fear, okay. The whole thing about childhood wounds or any kind of being quote unquote victimized, okay? Because I don't like labels. So when we're hurt as children, when we're hurt anyway, sometimes as a coping mechanism, we disconnect from our emotions. So we don't have to feel the great betrayal that's happened, okay? And so in a way, it keeps us safe. It's like a coping mechanism, okay? So by transforming the fear, we reconnect with our emotions, our compassion, love, creativity, a lot of that. Some of us, creativity is from our sacral chakra. That's when we're abused. That gets blocked, okay? also our self-worth. Okay. So love is when your heart can open again. Compassion is when you can feel your emotions again. Very, very important to connect with your emotions, especially as a Pisces. Oh my gosh. Because you walk in the shadows. You must be able to handle the emotions from the shadows, from the information. It's important. So tracking down your fears and desires is about passion. Find what you're truly passionate about, not what you're passionate about avoiding. Okay? Tracking down your fears and desires, you're going to face this stuff head on. The other side of your fears is what you desire most. Okay? And, okay, so resurrection, now that you've resurrected yourself, the person that was left behind, your emotions, conquered your fears. Moving forward, the sage being devoted and committed to the life that whatever you think you should be leading, whatever you think you should be learning. Because as the sage is a great. So we start as students, okay? This guy is like really chill. I mean, he's like, this is kind of Nordic. This is kind of, it's kind of mermaidy, you know what I mean? It's like all these different culture kind of ideas, which I love these cards that way. The sage is more like the man on the hill, the fool on the hill. You know that old Beatles song, Fool on the Hill. But he's not a fool, and everybody knew that the fool on the hill wasn't the fool. Even though in the song it appears they were, but everybody always thinks the knowledgeable one that's quiet and keeps it in themselves is a fool. But most of us know better. Because people could say, I'm the fool and I've got tons of information, but it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks. Being devoted to learning and teaching others and changing the world, doing what you came here to do, may look foolish to others. But being devoted and committed to what you're supposed to be doing, to what you feel Spirit has for you and is guiding you, won't look normal to quote unquote normal people. But what does that mean anyway? So, being devoted and committed to learning in the higher learning and the teaching that you're going to help others with, the lessons that you will help and things that will help other people overcome. Well, that's a great life path. Okay, we'll get one more card. It could be anything. It could be teaching people how to conquer their fear. It could be teaching people how to snowboard. But in that process, you will help them retrieve the part of them they left behind. So it's not just somebody saying, oh, tell me your problems. Oh, no. No. It's all about the way we do things, how we teach. Teaching by example, being the student and being the teacher. Let me get this last card here for you. Shifts happen. Stabilize your energy fields. This is divine intervention. Kind of like the World card, but this is energy. This is like a Taurus, torrid energy. That's why Tauruses have such something to do with their sign. They have really stable energy. You know, it's always the same, and I love that about Taurus. Shifts happen. Stabilize your energy field. Maybe this great shift you're going through right now. With the death and the passion and the rebirth, yes, I would say you are going through a lot right now. But holding your energy high will help you get through it. It will help you to see things that you couldn't see otherwise. Keeping it high no matter what happens. Do not dip where you may have dipped in the past. Face your fear, every one of them as they come. Just face them. Face them. I mean, that can't hurt any more than what you've already been going through in your mind and in the past. There's nothing, I mean, it's like they're saying, if the things that we fear in our mind are never as bad when we face them in person. I'm having trouble saying that. The more times you stand up, the less fear you have. So it's time. It's time because you're being guided there. It seems like you're already there. So, love you, Pisces. Let me know what you think. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.